Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripasindhubhya-evacha Patithanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavvrinda ki jai. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, verse number 29. Canto 3, Chapter 12, verse number 29. Tadharme krutmatim vilokya pitaram sutta marichi mukhya munayo vishram bhat pratya bodhayan tam unto him adharme in the matter of immortality, kritamatim the mind being so given, vilokya seeing thus, pitram onto the father, Suta sons, Marichi Mukhyaha headed by Marichi, Munyaha sages, Vishrambhat with due respect, Pratya Bodhnaya submitted as follows. Translation: thus finding their father so deluded in an act of immortality, the sages headed by Marichi, all sons of Brahma, spoke as follows with great respect. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The sages like Marichi were not in the wrong in submitting their protest against the acts of their father. They knew very well that even though their father committed a mistake, there must have been some great purpose behind the show. Otherwise, such a great personality could not have committed such a mistake. It might be that Brahma wanted to warn his subordinates about human frailties in their dealings with women. This is always very dangerous for persons who are on the path of self-realization. Therefore, great personalities like Brahma, even when in the wrong, should not be neglected, nor could the sages headed by Marichi show any disrespect because of his extraordinary behavior. Text 30. Naitat purve kritam twadye na karishanti chapure yastvam duhitaram gachera angi grahyang gajam prabhu. Na never etad such a thing purve by any other Brahma or yourself in any previous kalpa kritam performed tvat by you, ye that which na nor karishyanti will do, cha also apare anyone else, yah that which tvam you duhitaram onto the daughter, gache would go, angriya without controlling, angajam sex desire, Prabhu, O Father. Translation: O Father, this performance in which you are endeavoring to complicate yourself was never attempted by any other Brahma, nor by anyone else, nor by you in previous kalpas, nor will anyone dare to attempt in the future. You are the supreme being in the universe. So how is it that you want to have sex with your daughter and cannot control your desires? Purport: the post of Brahma is the supermost post in the universe, and it appears that there are many Brahmas and many universes beside the one in which we are situated. One who fills this post must be ideal in behavior, for Brahma sets the example for all living entities. Brahma, the living entity who is the most pious and spiritually elevated, is entrusted with a post next to that of the personality of Godhead. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, 1 second, Prabhu, just give me a minute. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. So, in this verse and purport, first we'll go through the first purport, purport of verse 29. So the sages like Marichi were not in wrong in submitting their protest against the acts of their great father. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying that means although like sons, they respect their father, but it is okay for the sons to approach their father, Brahmaji, against the act that Brahmaji was doing. There was nothing wrong with it. And then they knew, next line is, they knew very well that even though their father committed a mistake, there must have been some great purpose behind the show. Otherwise, such a great personality could not have committed such a mistake. So there's Sri Prabhupada is saying that means it's they know that their father has committed a mistake, but there must have been a great purpose. Just like we can think of another example, just like Arjuna has been put into illusion so that Krishna can speak Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, here must be some great purpose behind it. And then Srila Prabhupada says, what can be that purpose over there? So Srila Prabhupada is saying that the purpose could be, it might be that Brahma wanted to warn his subordinates about human frailties in their dealings with women. So there could be a reason that maybe Lord Brahma wanted to warn us, because like in the next verse, we can see that in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying that one who fills this post must be ideal in behavior. For Brahma sets the example for all living entities. So Brahmaji, one who becomes Brahma, must be ideal in behavior, the first living entity, very powerful, and is so powerful, so that Brahma, the living entity, who is the most pious and is spiritually elevated, is entrusted with a post next to that of personality of Godhead. So that Brahmaji, who is so pious, and he has given such a big post, which is next to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even he can fall into this. So how careful we should be. That is what Brahmaji is trying to set an example. And I remember I was looking for that verse. I could not find it in Bhagavad Gita, where Srila Prabhupada gives an example that how even Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva can fall into the clutches of Maya. So how careful we should be. So that is why maybe Srila Prabhupada is saying, maybe that is what Srila Brahmaji was wanted to teach us. Therefore, and that is the reason, this is the consciousness, like here, this line where Srila Prabhupada is saying that purpose behind the show, otherwise there must have been some great purpose behind the show. Otherwise he will not committed such a mistake. So this is a consciousness, Srila Prabhupada is saying, this is a consciousness, the respectful consciousness with which the Marichi, the sages headed by Marichi, approached Lord Brahmaji in this respectful consciousness. But at the same time, they are reminding Brahmaji of the act that Brahmaji is about to commit. And as we know, what he was about to commit from the previous verses was that he created his daughter, gave birth to his daughter, and he was sexually attracted to his own daughter. So when I was going through this, I was thinking that maybe there are many things we can speak on, but I was thinking that, okay, I will speak on how strong Maya is. And so before we go into that, how do we, I was just thinking like, how do we come into this material existence? How do we come under the control of Maya? So how we come under the control of Maya is when we become envious of Krishna. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The moment we desire to enjoy separately from Krishna, immediately we come under the control of Maya. So the example can be given is that, see, the living entity is very small. We are very small, and we have to be under the control of someone superior, either internal energy or material energy. So when we want to serve Krishna, then we are under the control of internal energy. But when we want to enjoy separately from Krishna, then we come under the control of material energy. So Srila Prabhupada, I was listening to my spiritual master's lecture in Rudamna Maharaj, and he was saying that, like, once Srila Prabhupada gave the example that Srila Prabhupada was very naughty when he was a child, and he wouldn't go to school. So when his mom would ask him to go to school, he didn't want to. So his mom hired someone, Damodar. His name was Damodar, and he would tie up the hands, and then he will take such kids to school. So the example, what it means is, either Srila Prabhupada listens to his mom, but if he's naughty, he's not listening to his mom, then his mom hired someone, Damodar, so that he will do what is required for him to do, to go and study. So similarly, when we become rebellious, then we are put under the control of Maya. And this is our story. So how we need to understand that how strong Maya is. So that is the example here Brahmaji is setting. Lord Shiva has said that that is how strong Maya is. It can even cover the mind, can delude even Brahmaji, can delude even Lord Shiva. Then, like, who we are, and that is what the example that Brahmaji is trying to set over here. So there was once one disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He was very frivolous. He would do certain things. Then one Srila Prabhupada, he was trying to chastise him, and he said that problem with you is that you are not afraid of Maya. So sometimes we try to play with Maya, but Ovaga means be careful. Maya is very strong, and we should be very careful. Once Srila Prabhupada was walking along the beach, and there were crabs on the beach, and the moment they were walking, the crabs, when they saw the Srila Prabhupada and disciples coming in, they jumped into the water. So Srila Prabhupada asked his disciples, do you know why the crabs jumped into the water? So I think it was Damodar Prabhu, Swarup Damodar Prabhu. He said that he was a scientist. So he said that Srila Prabhupada, the reason they are jumping into the water is because when we are walking through the beach, then there are some waves. They can feel some waves. And so Srila Prabhupada said, no, that is not the reason why they are jumping into the ocean. The reason they are jumping into the ocean is because they see us coming. They are fearful of us. So they take shelter of something higher, something stronger, something huge, and they take shelter of ocean. So although we are big, but ocean is bigger than us. So Srila Prabhupada was trying to give the example that similarly, when we see Maya, we should take shelter of Krishna. And so what happens is, till we are living in Maya, we are okay. Everything is going fine. Things are going okay. But the moment we decide to get out of here, this place is a fort, right? It is Durga Devi is the controller of this place. Durga in Sanskrit, Durga means a fort. So Durga Devi is controller of this fort, Devi Dham. So now the moment someone tries to come out of it, it's like in a prison house. If a prisoner, like in prison house, there are guards everywhere. But the moment the prisoner tries to come out of the prison, suddenly all the guards, everything in the prison house, it gets focused into that person who's trying to run away, to catch that person. Similarly, when we try to get out of here, and how can we get out of this place? The only way to get out of this place is Hari Bhakti, to develop pure love for Krishna. That is the only way to get out of this place. And the moment we desire, we start our bhakti. The moment we desire to get out of here, we start practicing our sadhana bhakti. That's it. Srila Prabhupada said once that when one takes initiation, when one starts the process of bhakti, it's like declaring a war against Maya. So declaring a war against Maya is something very big. It's huge. It's like when there is a war between two countries, then there are nuclear missiles and whatever they have. And everything, all the force, like till now, the force of the country is like here and there. But the moment the war is declared, all the force come together to fight. So similarly, when we try to get out of here, when we take initiation, we start our sadhana, that's it. It's like declaring a war. Sometimes people say everything was going okay earlier, but the moment I started, there's so many problems are coming. So, and why does Maya do that? Is it, and also before we go into that, when we look at the picture of Durga Ji, when we go to the temple of Durga Ji or at home, when we have pictures back home, then Durga Ji looks so beautiful because she's goddess, right? She's very beautiful. But if we look carefully, if we look at her, then we see, wait a minute, she's sitting on the lion. She's carrying a trident in her hand. So lion represents death, and trident refers to the three types of miseries: Adidevik, Adibhautik, Adhyatmik. So we may feel that that sounds like cruel. Why is it like that? That we have to go through all those miseries. So it's not that Durga Devi is like, trying to torture us, but it is that she's just trying to fix our desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. So it's like she's trying to frustrate those attempts. So it's like I'm speaking in the temple with a mic, and my mic stops working. So I try to fix my mic. I'm trying to fix it for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Means if mic is not working, use something else, right? No, I'm trying to use that mic. I want to use that mic. Mic is not working. And then, okay, you come tomorrow and you see, I'm still working on the mic. It means you'll say, hello, time to change the mic, So sometime she's trying to bring us to senses, we are trying to be happy over here, life after life after life after life. One day we have to come to our senses. We cannot stay here forever. One day we have to come to our senses that this is not the place where we can get the happiness. And Durga Devi, she is a devotee of Krishna. She is a very wonderful devotee of Krishna, actually. So this is her thankless service. And it's like if someone is given service by temple president, whoever come to the temple, you torture them. What kind of a service is this? Would you like that? No. But Durga Devi is such a wonderful devotee that she's ready to do that service for Krishna. And she's doing her service very nicely. Now, how I was reading that verse from Bhagavad Gita, Devi hi aisha gunamayi mam maya duratya. Srila Prabhupada is saying in the purport, how come Durga Devi is so powerful? Because Krishna is saying it is very difficult to come out of it. Duratyaya. So how she's so powerful is because she's working under the guidance of Krishna. under the guidance of the divine. That's why she's so powerful. So that's why Krishna is saying we cannot come out of it. In second line, he says that how can we? But in the first line, he's saying how powerful Durga Devi is, and we cannot come out of it like that. So I was trying to make a point, I forgot. So, but that's how strong Durga Devi is, that, yeah, so she's a devotee of Krishna, and she's working under the direction of Krishna. So what are the 8 things, 8 part of this material nature? Bhumi aparano vayu, analapo vayu, kham mano buddhire evacha. So if it, man and buddhi is also part of it. So if we say that, okay, by thinking, or by manipulating things around me, or sometimes we have those what who encourage us, what do we call, TED, on the TED we have those speakers, right? They try to encourage us, do it this way, yes, you can do it, and so they try to encourage, but by doing those things we cannot get out of Maya. Maya is unsurmountable. That's what Krishna says. So this is who she is. Now the thing is that then how can we come out of it? Now we know, in order to understand that, we need to know, with that we came to know that who Maya is, right? She's a devotee of Krishna, and this is her job. So how can we come out of it? Ma me ve prapadyante maya me tam tarantite. Krishna says in the next line, one who surrenders onto me, only they can cross over it. So see, Maya is devotee of Krishna, she's powerful, she's working in direction of Krishna, and then the moment Krishna says leave this person alone, immediately she will go away. So now how, it's like when we were saying, when we take diksha, it's like declaring a war against Maya, right? Either we take diksha, or we at least start the process of bhakti, it's like declaring war against Maya. So when we are having war against another country, so it is it's a strategy to know the strength of the other person, other country, right? So if we are equal in strength, then we fight. If we are lesser in strength, then we kind of back off. But if the other country is unsurpassable in strength, we should run. So that is the status of Maya. She's unsurpassable, duratyaya. So, but as we said, Krishna says in the next line, by taking shelter of him. So how do we take shelter of him? When Rama, he tried to kidnap Mother Sita, before that, Marichi. So Marichi, as a golden deer, he was running away. And Lord Ram, Mother Sita wanted the deer. So Lord Ram was running after deer to catch the deer. Then before that, Lord Ramchandra asked Lakshman to protect Mother Sita, to take care of her. But at the time of death, when Lord Ram had to shoot, because Lord Ram understood that this is not a normal deer, he cannot catch him, and he could understand it's a demon, so he had to shoot him. So before dying, Marichi said, ha Lakshman, ha Lakshman. So Mother Sita thought it is Lord Rama who is in trouble, and she asked Lakshman to go, and we all know the pastime. Then unwillingly Lakshmanji has to go, but before going, he takes his arrow and he chants a mantra and he puts a line around Mother Sita. And he said that if you stay inside this, you will remain safe. But if you come out of it, what can I do? Then Lakshmiji goes. When Ravan, who was so powerful, means even the Devatas were scared. They were like servants at Rama's home, as we know. So Ravan was that powerful at that time. And here is Mother Sita, who is a princess, sought, who has not lived outside of her palace. When he comes to kidnap her, he could not enter that line. And the moment he tries to enter, he was not able to. Why? The line was protected by mantra. So what is our strength here? Our strength is our Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is our strength, and this is what we should really employ whenever we see the danger and coming towards us. Because, when our immune system is low, then we can catch infection very easily. So similarly, at least I can say for myself, not that strong. My sadhana is not strong. So Maya can attack and Maya can get hold of me very easily. So our protector is the holy names of Krishna. And that is where holy names of Krishna and hearing about Krishna. And that is where all our strength should be, and like trying to chant the holy names with focused attention in the morning or whenever we chant, and make sure we hear about Krishna and we stay in association of devotees. Because as we see in Srimad Bhagavatam, any example of any devotee, whenever they are asked for a boon from the Lord, every time they said, see, they are in front of Krishna, right? They are in front of the Lord. They can ask to stay with him, but they always ask for association of the devotees. Why is it so that they always ask for the association of his devotees? The reason they ask for the association of his devotees is, we may forget Krishna when we are with Krishna, but we cannot forget Krishna when we are with his devotees. So the example could be like when we come in front of the deities, when we are taking darshan, we may think of so many other things. I have to go home, my son is about to come, I need to cook, I need to cut the vegetables, I need to prepare for the day tomorrow. But when we are listening to devotees, the discourses like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, pastimes of Krishna, then our mind does not go anywhere. Our mind is stay focused. So when we are in association of devotees, we are always protected. So it's already 8:02, but I just wanted to give one example quickly about how Maya can attack us. Some of Maya's good strategies. The cards under her sleeves, like a magician. So, when we all start, first I will give one, first tell me if is it okay, Prabhu, is it okay to go 5 more minutes? It's 8:03.
Today Saturday, right? I think you have time. So you can.
Oh yeah, today's Saturday. Somehow I was thinking I started at 7 o'clock. Okay, so yeah, okay, the time is there. Thank you, Prabhu. So one example I will give is, once there was a very rich businessman, and in front of his house was a huge park. And the park, the kids used to come and play cricket over there. And the kids were very noisy. And we all know from like our growing up, we have broken a lot of windows by playing cricket. So the boys were very noisy, and sometimes, they will throw the ball and break the windows. So that businessman, he didn't want them to play there. So he wanted to tell them, to go away, but he couldn't. It's a park, anyone can come and play, so he cannot say that you don't play here. So he was very intelligent. He comes up with a strategy. So he starts watching them play. Like when they're playing, he will sit like this and he will clap when they go for 4 or 6, or when they make runs or someone gets out. And then he said, he went to the boys and he said, I'm very happy you guys are playing. It's so nice to see you guys play. I'm so happy with all of you that I will start I will give you 100 rupees. And the kids were very happy. Then he gives them 100 rupees, like let's say for 1 week. And then after 1 week again, he comes and he says, see, I don't have that much money. So is it okay if I just give you 80 rupees? And then he gives them each kid 80 rupees. Then after some time, he reduces his money again and he starts giving them 50 rupees. So, and then after some time, he comes and he says, see, I really don't have any money. Is it okay if I can give you like 2 rupees each? And now, during this time, the kids were getting attached to getting the money. And then when this businessman gives them 2 rupees, they said, what do you think? We are beggars? We are coming here for just 2 rupees? We are going to play somewhere else. So businessman's job was done. He was happy. Now, we are also, if we come into the same trap, and we can understand this example by this, that when like the boys were coming to the park and not to get the money, they were coming to the park to play. But the businessman played the trick of giving them the money. When we start going to the temple, we are going only, when we start our bhakti in the beginning, we are going only for, because we like doing it. We like doing the services, we like kirtan, we like taking prasadam. Whatever services we do, we like it. But then slowly, when we do the services, we get recognition, and the temple president may say that she or he's doing so good, the whole temple is standing on them, and without them, I don't know what would I do. And we get so much praise. And after that, when we don't get the praise, and we say, okay, we are not coming to the temple anymore. So this is another trick of Maya. There are so many such tricks of Maya. So it is just, we need to be very careful, and that's why we need to be aware of these things, and so that we can overcome. And in the association of devotees, we hear the examples of the devotees, and at the same time, we can share, like first we need to see whom we can share with, who we are most compatible with in sharing. And like I'll just give you one example, that let's say that one person can give us very good emotional support, while the other person can give us the spiritual support, like in scriptures and knowledge and advice, and the other person may give us good support in helping us to serve in various ways. So we need to see where we can share what. This is very important. If we go ahead and we start, let's say, sharing our things with everyone, that may backfire us. So we have to be careful. We know people around us, we know the devotees or our friends around us, we know their nature, and accordingly we can decide, okay, with this person I can share this, with this person devotee I can share this devotee can help me with my emotional things. So that way we need to be aware of, and then we can share with the devotees. And devotees are devotees or our family members or our good friends. So and share in the sense that try to get how do we resolve this is a problem. So that's why the good association is very important. And when there are when we are in the situation we really don't know what to do, most of the times we don't have the time to think, and we go into this mode of karta aham iti manyate, in the sense that I'm the doer, and it's very natural actually. At least for me right now, because that is the default mode. So for that, maybe we need to practice slowly to like at least start from the small things, not the big things we have in our lives, but at least the small things, at least practice to depend on Krishna for that. I'll just give one very, very, very simple example of mine actually. Once I went to Sadhu Sangha 2-3 years back, and there was because of that was after COVID, so they were giving to go boxes, and I was alone. I went alone. I did not rent any car, and I had to take the van shuttle to go back to my hotel. So in order to first we went to the place where the where the retreat was. We went there, and it was 8 o'clock in the night. It was very dark. Yeah, and I think it was in Utah. It was in Utah. Yeah, so it goes dark very fast, and I went there. I got the prasadam. Now, most of the devotees are gone over there. Only few were there, and there was no shuttle going at that time. And I was so scared to go out. It was completely new city. I was so scared to go out. And I was just thinking, what can I do? I was too scared to think because I was completely alone. And then suddenly I just prayed to Krishna, Krishna, please help me. How do I get out of here? Immediately, one Mataji, whom I didn't see her earlier when I was thinking how to go. But the moment I prayed, I just saw that Mataji right in front of my eyes. And then she said, Mataji, how are you going? And I said, I have no ride right now. She, no worries, we'll take you. So this is just one very simple example. And when we do that, first of all, when we take shelter of Krishna in our small, small things, first of all, we are saved. And secondly, our dependence on Krishna and our awe and reverence and love for Krishna also increases with that. So yeah, so we need to like at least try to depend on Krishna slowly. And also I was listening to one Prabhu, and he was saying something, and I used to feel the same. Like let's say I'm worrying about something, or let's say I'm pretty upset about some situation, or let's say my son or anyone. And at that time, okay, I count down. We hear many times you should count down like 10, 9, 8 before bursting. So if we count down, slowly count down, then our mind will become peaceful. But frankly speaking, it doesn't happen that way. At least for me, it is like, okay, I'm counting down to burst out, basically. So someone asked this question to this Prabhu, and Prabhu gave very nice answer that when you're counting down, or let's say when you take up, like in that situation, if you take shelter of Krishna by chanting his holy names, or by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, or by listening to a devotee, then where our consciousness is, what are we meditating on? If we are still meditating on the situation, then of course we are going to burst out. But when we are meditating, let's say when I am chanting, and when I am focusing my mind on Krishna's holy names, then there is no way we can burst out. So um, that part that really touched me actually, and when I started doing that, I could see the difference. So somehow or other, we need to bring our mind back to the holy names, and the holy names are our only shelter. The holy names and devotees of association of the devotees of Krishna, this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, those are our only shelter. And if when we pray, Krishna may send us help through various people, it can be even non-devotee also. But we need to see the hand of Krishna and those point and grab the help, whatever help Krishna is sending us, and then just move on. So that's all I had. So if someone has any comments or any personal experience, something related to how depending on Krishna at that moment, I know we all would be having so many such experiences. Oh, sorry, I think my washer was not working. The handyman is here. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, shoe covers. I'll be right with you. Thank you. Oh, I can do that. You don't have to worry. Thank you. You're welcome. I think that should be good. I'm just gonna make sure you got the waivers signed here.
Thank you.
My name is Gerald.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, if you need anything, holler at me.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that. I'm back. So, any comments or any experiences of someone?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much. Nice class. I was uh, appreciating that example of giving reward, right? To get out of the thing. So we were just listening. The reward is actually not a good thing. I mean, many cases. I mean, appreciation is okay to some extent, but our appreciation, the reward is going to be distracting us from the actual work itself or the service itself. In our case, right?
Yes,
It's
Prabhuji.
very very nice one to meditate on, because if somebody appreciating, yeah, you're doing great service, and if somebody we don't get it in it, then we should not be lacking in our service. We are not
Right.
just doing the
Yes.
service for the appreciation. When we are doing the service for appreciation or doing some reward, then that is the only reward that we are going to get it. I mean, but the actual purpose of doing the service is to get the, I mean, for the Lord to notice us, not for somebody else to notice us. I mean, somebody else can notice us, but yeah, then if we are stopping and looking for somebody else's reward, then we are not missing the bigger picture, bigger thing from the Lord that we are trying to get it, right? So
Yes, Prabhuji. And it's very hard. It's it looks easy when we say it, but it's very hard to actually implement. It's not
yeah,
easy.
but the example was very pictorial. It's very nice.
Yeah, the example was very real, and it is so true also. Like we come for a different purpose, but somehow we get distracted to those things. And um, one day I was like walking, I was going for my class, I was just meditating on this, that that is our if this is we feel that this is our identity, Prabhu, right? And if someone appreciates us, this is our identity. That is because we when like I'm identifying with my body, then this is my identity. When people are appreciating me, looking at me, then I identify with myself. But otherwise, how do I identify myself with? And that's why when I was thinking, the other identification we have is that the serving attitude. One devotee, he was telling me that but there was something hard. So he said, he told me that Mathaji, try this. This time will remain like this for some time. But when you go there, you try to see, keep a low profile, and try to see, rather than thinking what other people are doing for you, you try to see what you can do over there. So when we do the surveys, but again, this example of the businessman comes into the picture, right? When we keep our service attitude, when people start saying, oh, she has such a wonderful service attitude, she does so good, and this, it just literally, it's like mud, it's like madness, it starts going into our head. And when we don't get it, then we back off. Yeah, sure, sorry. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, yes, Prabhuji. So that's why I'm saying it is easier said than done. Actually, it's very hard. But at least we can be careful in the sense that mm, I think the best thing that works is to be mindful of our own feelings. That that's how I'm feeling, because if I say, okay, starting going onwards, I'm not going to run after puja and pratishtha, right?
Yeah.
But this is not possible just in one day, um, because we still have those desires, because we still identify completely with our body.
Yes.
Not on the soul platform, not on the service platform. So these things will come. So it is just, how do we practically handle it? And how I feel is it is good is that at least be mindful that yes, this desire is coming, and then accept it, that yes, this desire is coming, I'm feeling this way, without saying anything bad to myself, that I should not think like that, I'm not the body, I'm soul, like that. But just accept that, yeah, that's how I'm feeling. And then after accepting, and then we can take some other service saying that, but I don't want to focus on this, I want to focus on something else. Because what happens, Prabhu, if something is coming to our mind, right, and if we put it under the rug, in the sense, if we do not process it properly, or if we judge ourselves, then that desire will or whatever the desire, the thought, it will not go away, it will remain deep within us, and it will come out later, like in other forms of anxiety or anger or depression, like that.
Yes.
Because say, if someone is like not treating us nicely, saying bad things to us, even a devotee or friend or someone, we do get hurt at that time, right? So if we process those things properly at that time, because that time my consciousness is not that I'm not the body, I'm the soul, I'm completely on the bodily platform. So I need to process that properly in the right mood, and then we can take our sadhana. Because what happens when we are processing it, and at the same time when we are doing our sadhana, by doing the sadhana, our chanting and hearing, we are making ourselves spiritually strong. And when we make ourselves spiritually strong, then slowly, these things will go away. But at the same time, what is happening right now in this moment, that needs to be processed properly, rather than saying that, okay, I'm in Maya or someone else is in Maya. No, that person is feeling the pain. That person is feeling the hurt. So that needs to be addressed nicely. That's what I would say, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, thank you for elaborating that.
Thank you, Prabhu. If no one else has commented, Prabhu, we can just
And Mataji, yeah.
end. So thank you everyone for joining. Vanchikalpatarubheshya kripa sindhu pyaivacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namo. Anant Koti Vaishnavindiki Jai.